Hi, Wagwan. Greetings you all my people. How are you? Hola. I'm Jambo, Abarigani. I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm grateful for your love. I don't take you for granted. God bless you all for me because you are the best of the best. We didn't start like this. I will always remember we didn't start like this, but look where we are now. So I'm still urging you, keep on subscribing to this beautiful channel. Subscribe, give the video a like, share my videos, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let me know what you think of today's video and like the video. Like. So now we have Dee Mwango here, who is in Poland. Because of the new subscribers, I have to tell you who Dee is. Dee is a content creator. The whole family, they are content creators. Even the mom is a content creator. But there are 3 siblings who are content creators out here, plus the mom. So Dee now is married in Poland. The husband name is Piotr. So Piotr seemed to be a gentleman to me. They're just starting from there. Piotr seems to be a gentleman to me. A man of few words. Does not mean that he cannot say what he has in mind. It's because Dee is dominant. She has dominated that home. She's dominating the husband. She doesn't even give the husband time to talk. Because now, in any conversation which they have, she always dominates the conversation which they are having. And at the first, she's the one who always calls the husband, babe, come and say hi to my people. Then the husband comes. But the moment now the husband comes and come and sit here and he sits, she dominates the conversation. She doesn't leave a chance for the husband to talk. So you wonder, is he supposed to be there just like a statue? What is the point of bringing him there? And when he starts talking, you always cut him short. You know, if you see someone just cutting someone short when the other person tries to talk, and then you find the other one is cutting them short, that seems like now the person is afraid, like this afraid. There are some questions which, or maybe answers which the husband Peter might say, which she doesn't like. So she goes very fast to cut him short. And it has happened several times, not first, not second. So you wonder, you just see Peter just sitting like this. Sometimes he doesn't know what to do. Because Dee just wants him to just agree with everything she says. I don't think also that is right. In a relationship, or in any relationship, let me just say, not only maybe husband only, where you are with your friends or your relatives, family members, you don't need to dominate. You don't need to be the one talking. And the things which you are talking, the things which comes from your mouth, is just things which does not make sense. Because in this conversation, I just saw Dee like someone who she doesn't know much. And the way she wants to portray Europe, the Europeans themselves know that there's nothing much which is there to be proud of. But with her, she like it and like it and like it and like it. Whatever now she comes across in Poland, she likes it. But Peter wants to give explanation or to explain how the things have been, but she wants to dominate that as well because she knows nothing. Okay, you've been traveling, but does not make you to know everything because she doesn't do her research. With her, she just traveled to go to rural home to go and cook. But before you go to that country where you are going to visit, research that country. Know the things which are happening in that country. What are their main source of income? Such kind of thing. So when you are reporting, at least when you are reporting Poland, at least you should sit down and say, Poland, this is their major food. This is their main source of income. Like Kenya, you can ask. People can tell you maybe agriculture, maybe what do you export? Coffee, tea, that kind of thing. So when you are telling people who don't know Kenya, at least you give them idea when they come to Kenya, or when they see Kenya in a map, they can know. Like now we have runners, long distance runners. Most of them come from Kenya and Ethiopia. You see that kind of thing. With her, she just travels. So when she's going in a different country, the only thing which she buys is maybe cooking pot. These are the things which we've been seeing her with. Cooking pot, these spoons of cooking, the plates. Those are the things which she buys, thinking that one can sell a country. Because it's also good as a traveler. When you are visiting another country, if you talk good about that other country, the reason of a traveler to market that country to other other people, maybe travelers or maybe tourists. That's the reason of traveling, not just moving from a country to a country, but you've not even talked good about that country. Not just, oh, people are good on the street, people say hi. Like now, the way now she's portraying Jamaicans, they're just good, they are friendly. It is not about being friendly. What do they have? What is their main source of income? Such kind of things. How is what do they export or what do they import in their country? Such kind of things, when you tell someone, oh, waterfalls only, because there are other things. Waterfalls are natural. Those are natural things. We want maybe things which are man-made. What can you get in Jamaica? What are they producing? When you are in Poland, what do they produce? Not just cooking food only, but you're not explaining to people, when you go to this country, you will get this and that. Not just have traveled over 70 countries, but if you are asked the history of those countries, you can't tell. Because you should have like a mark. You are saying you have a MacBook. You should have where you are writing all those things. So when someone asks you, at least you can peruse and just say, oh, when I go here, when you go here, you'll get this and that. This is what they major in. This is their source of income. This is it, this and that. So they talked about even how employment in Poland, and Peter told her that almost everyone has a job. Everyone has a job. But this one, she took it and said that is better than Kenya, where the youths have no job. You see, it's good to look at it differently. Like now, okay, having jobs are also okay. Everybody having a job is also okay. But on the other hand, people will be deducted a lot of money. That is what she doesn't understand. Look now, let me give you an example. In Kenya here, okay, the youths are not working. But at the end of the day, the few who are working, they are being taxed heavily. The reasons why they are being taxed, I just want to give her an example. I want to give Dee an example. Why, when government employs or create many posts, the effect which it has for its citizens, because a lot of tax will be there, and there are so many things which will come with it. Many changes will come with it, and it will affect the common man. To the others or to Dee, she feels like many posts are good, but sometimes it is good and it is bad, just like what Peter said. So in Kenya, I just want to give you just an example which shows that it is not good for posts to be many in the government offices. One office has like how many? So it affects the people themselves, because the tax will be it will be on the higher side. So for instance, in Kenya, before the change of constitution, because Kenyan changed to the new constitution, and then after the change of new constitution, there were many posts which were created in the counties, because we have like 47 counties in Kenya. So these 47 counties, we have MPs, 47 MPs for these counties. And then we have like nominated MPs in these 47 counties. You have to understand that. And then there were the posts which were created like governorship, post of governors. We didn't have governors then. Now we have governors in 47 counties. And then we have like now women rep, 47 counties, senators, 47 counties, and then MCAs, 47 counties. And then there were posts like so many posts which were created. So all these posts, and then we have ministers who are being appointed, because before ministers were just coming from the same MPs whom people have elected. But nowadays the post of ministries or ministers also are assigned there. You have the MPs, you have the senators, you have the governors, you have the women rep, you have the MCAs, and you have the nominated MPs, nominated senators here. You see? So again, instead of just taking the same people who are MPs here to maybe appoint them to be ministers, again there are other ministers who are just appointed to those people, like people who made the government win. Most posts come from their area. So those ones also are being taken out there. Then they bring them here. All of them, you can imagine. How many people are those? How many people are those? And when these people are increased like this, their salaries are very high. And these salaries, they don't just come from the trees, they come from the taxpayers. I've just given you just things which comes with the heaviness or the tax. The constitution, when the constitution was changed, or maybe like Dee was saying, people need to have jobs, government need to create many jobs. The moment they create many jobs, it's a burden to the citizen. So that is the example which I've just given. Sometimes we know someone can just talk because when she's seeing the roads are okay, thinking those roads are just like that. People are working on those roads and the money is going on those roads. So it's not like it is just for free. No. It's good also to have good roads, but it's also good to check it both sides. Again, she talked about in Europe, even in the village, you can just find anything you want. Even like now, the stores like Zara. In Europe, you can just find even these big stores in the village like Zara. You know, the way she liked that, giving Zara as an example. So like Zara, like those other big stores in the village, and other things. So those are the places where they shop. Even in your village, in Nyabohanse, you know, depends with the people. Those stores like Zara, they can be there close to you, but you find very few people shopping in Zara. Like now in Nyabohanse, I don't think there's anything you lack. Even in my village where I come from, people are not complaining because the things which are being sold there, or the clothes which are there, that is their standard. So they don't need Zara to go to that place. They have their Zaras because they have the stores which sell clothes. So there's no place on this planet where you cannot find a place of selling clothes. So it's not about Zara. Zara now is your choice, but the people back home in the village, they also have places of buying their clothes, buying their bedding. Everything is just there. So if you're in Nyabohanse, you just do what Nyabohanse people are doing. If you are in Europe, you'll buy things like Zara, like Zara's, like you'll go to the stores like Zara and other stores. But does not mean when you are not in Europe or when you are in Africa, those things you lack them. You don't lack them. Everything is in the centers, all centers. You want mattresses, you want shoes, whatever, everything. Even the pots which she's buying. It is not about Zara. It is not about the H&M. No, it is not. It is not about them. It is about, can you find the things you need where you are? Because if you are in Nyabohanse, the things which you buy goes with the area where you are, and the money which you get. You cannot just go to Zara if you cannot afford it. Even here we have Zara's in Nairobi, in these big cities, but you don't find many people going to them. So it is just like Europe. It is just like Europe. So that is that, because she doesn't understand. She thinks everything in Europe is just good. Then Peter gave a good example. The girl talked about the roads, the way those people, they just walk without thinking someone or the car might knock them. But Peter gave an example, because the moment you are used to just walking without looking at maybe the car might knock you because the drivers knows what they are doing. Peter gave an example. The pedestrians' rate of maybe being deleted through negligence because they are not they are not checking the roads, because in their mind they know there's no car which can come, but all of a sudden you find someone is not. So it's also good to be on alert. Like here, you have to make the car stand for you, which is very okay, because everybody now is on the move. And I think a place where everybody is on the move is better, because it is active. You know what you are doing, the driver knows what they are doing. So I don't think those are things which might or can make someone stay in another place, because it doesn't matter. You can get like that $3,000 in Europe. Everything is very expensive there. And like here, you get it here, you just live a good life. So you cannot say this place is better than the other. The way she's been singing, oh, here is better, I wish our government can give up. One thing you have to understand, You have to understand. By the time we are giving up, those people will be on another level because the gap is so big. You are forgetting our people were taken out here to go and work for those people and make those roads and make those good things you are seeing. Imagine your people have been removed and taken to work somewhere, and they don't come back. The energetic people were taken. So you are left with like young ones who are coming. You can never be the same because if they were trained and brought back, you would say they would have come here with skills, but they went and went. So the gap into which we are with these people is so huge. Huge. We are not even in second or third. You can imagine. So no comparison. So you just accept your fate. So long as we are breathing the same air, living the same life, leave alone the luxury life. Luxury life, you can get it anywhere. Even back home here, you can just get it. So I find her reasoning sometimes is not okay. Just I like. And I think most of her conversation with the husband, they argue a lot because the husband seems to be okay and knows a lot than her. In the conversation where they were talking, the husband brought the issue of there are some travelers, when they travel, they just stay in hotel. For instance, go to another country, just stay in the hotel for 3 days. They don't go out there and check what is happening in that country. Then they call themselves travelers. And there are others who think now the fact that they have traveled now make them feel like they are important than others. I think in this part, the husband was just talking about her because she's been talking about that one very much. Oh, where have you been? Have you ever traveled? Me, I've traveled over 70 countries. That is how she starts her introduction. So she always say, oh, you who sits in one corner. So all these things, the husband has been hearing her talk about them all the time. So the husband is saying the fact that there are travelers who travel, they think they are better than people who don't travel because they might travel but don't go and check the countries. They just sit in one place, maybe in the hotel for 3 days. And we are going to see what she asked. So I was just still giving you the how the conversation went, but now we are just going to see now the receipt because she's talking about the husband has traveled a lot. Again, the husband is saying, no, me, I've not traveled. I fear traveling. So this girl is a liar. She lies too much. And it's good the husband now has started his channel because sharing the channel with this one will make him go nuts. Because you can imagine someone calling you, come and say hi, sit here. And then when you sit, you start talking to the audience, she just cuts. Peter cannot finish a sentence. Dee is always like this on him. Before he finishes the sentence, she has cut him. The same way they do to their mom back home. The mom cannot finish a sentence. Sometimes she just look at them like this. Because they rap. All of them, the three of them, they don't let their mom talk. Same, this lady has carried that to Poland. She cannot let the husband talk. She dominates all the conversation which they have. She dominates. Not that Peter cannot talk. Not that Peter is soft. No. He is a good listener. And he knows when he opens his mouth, they will not be okay because he will always try to correct her. But you know, with them, they don't like to be corrected. That is now the problem. So you hear Peter just interrupting or asking, should I finish? Should I talk now? To the extent she's telling him, wait. Because when you hear her say, wait, she fears Peter might say something which might affect her because she's always afraid. So
January is coming to an end. When is January coming to an end? Tomorrow or today? Oh, tomorrow, January.
Today, in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, 15 minutes. Oh, we are still in January. Oh my God. We are still in January? January should finish. January should come to an end. Oh my God. January should come to an end. It's taking too long, apparently. Or what do you guys think? January is taking too long. So tomorrow is the last day of January. Some people are already in February, definitely. Some of us are still in January. So today is 30th on Saturday, and yes, welcome to today's video. So February will be my 5th month, yeah? February will be officially my 5th month in Poland. How interesting. And I didn't see this coming. Like, I've been here for quite some time, like such a while, you know, and time goes so fast. I just feel like I've been here, let's say, 4 weeks, you know, 4 weeks. That's how I feel. Because tell me where time goes. It's already my 5th month in Poland. Like, really? And actually, when I came here, when I was coming to Europe, I didn't even have a chance to go to these other countries. I had to come here straight. I only had was it like 24 hours in Spain? Then boom, I was in Poland with immediate effects to check on, you know who it is, you know? 5 months already, wow, seems like yesterday. Yes, 5 months already.
So the lady is just asking, why is January still here? January should go. Because she want to count months. She want to be seen like she has stayed in the marriage. But now the month is not even over. I thought I've stayed in the marriage for long. It's not even 1 month yet. January should end. This is the reason why she's complaining like this. Because she thought she's been with this man for ages. So if January is still here with her, she's not liking it. January, end January. So she wants months to move very fast. She wants these months to move very fast. That's why she's wondering why January is still here. Because she wants to reveal again. Imagine we are celebrating our 1st anniversary. That is what she wants to bring here. And if January is still here, we'll have to ask. What do you think about January? It is taken too long to end. You didn't know it's January. January is always a very long month. For those people who are parents, who are paying school fees, you know the month of January, what January does to people. It leaves you broke. People want it to move very fast, but normally it is the longest month ever.
I don't know. Time goes very fast. I just feel like it's 5 weeks. Just the other day, I can't believe it's not. Where does time go? Where does time go? Nowadays, I feel the pressure of time because I'm like, am I being better than who I was yesterday? What am I really doing? Is there any progress that I'm doing with my life? Because tell me where time goes. It's already my 5th month. 5th month.
She has increased the speed of her talking. It has really increased. By the time when she was still searching, at least there was a little room where one would even talk. She could talk and then someone else would talk. But now the achievement which she has achieved, the improvement which she's talking about, it is the speed which she has increased in her talking. Because now she has switched herself on. No surrender. Talking like no one's business. When she opened that mouth, God, God. Peter, you are very strong. I don't know, you'll be strong like this for how long? I don't know. May God help you. May God give you strength to stay with this woman. It's not a joke, man. It is not a joke, my people out there. Get irritated like this. You can imagine. Peter is also a human being. He is a human being. He's not used to this. To the extent he's telling her, you are loud, too loud. Oh my goodness, too loud. You are too loud. If she can be loud like this while making content, you can imagine when they are just the two of them. Or maybe when she's in that family gathering. The way she behaves, God.
Actually, one of the strict countries here in EU, let's be specific, EU, okay? European Union. Poland is very strict. Actually, I think it could be one of the lowest countries in Europe, EU, that has the lowest number of black people. You told me the percentage could be what?
Below 0.5%.
Below 0.5%. Yeah, below 0.5%.
Nothing.
Next to nothing, really. Compared to other countries like France.
Because 1%
Germany.
is 400,000.
1% is 400,000.
So it's not 400,000% for sure.
Not 400,000.
200,000? Probably not. Max
Not.
100,000 probably.
Max for the whole country. And Poland is huge actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a small country, it's huge in terms of land or space or whatever.
Like Kenya.
It's like Kenya, yeah? Even the approximate population, 54 million, around there. Same thing with Poland. Wow. So, yeah, and that makes them very strict. Actually, also, if you want to come to Poland, if you go to the embassy and you want to visit Poland as a tourist, I would tell you, maybe you try some other countries which are more lenient. Here, they're even more strict. Chances of you coming here as a tourist, you'll go through a lot. You'll go through a lot in terms of documentation, proving all this. Because we remember we had a friend from Dubai who was supposed to come, and the amount of work he did, oh my God, with all these invitations. And this is a person who is like very well off. He has companies in Dubai and all that. But just coming here was a lot. Declined how many times?
One.
No, he was not once.
One.
It was once? Okay, he knows better. Imagine.
Once is enough because that's the last time. You will not decline many times.
Yeah.
You cannot apply.
You cannot apply when they decline. It's, I don't know why, but really here they are very strict. It's such a strict country, you know. But one thing is, you know what we call EU, European Union, once you get one visa for one country, you can go to all these countries. Let's say you get a visa for Germany or Italy or France or Spain or which one else that people love so much?
Greece, Portugal.
Let's say Greece, Portugal.
Republic, Slovenia, Slovakia, Austria.
Yeah.
Belgium, Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly.
Luxembourg.
Yeah, you know, once you
Hungary.
Hungary, Croatia. Once you get one visa for one of any.
Bulgaria, Romania.
Okay, baby, enough. Thank you.
They are talking of a friend who was coming from Dubai who was supposed to visit Poland, and that friend was denied visa. With Poland, you cannot try twice. When it is declined, that is it. And this friend is none other than Dee Mwango. This is Dee Mwango who tried. That's why she passed through Spain. Why not just go direct to Poland? She's the one who tried, and her visa was declined, and that's the reason why she passed through Spain, because she's just talking about herself, just calling it now a friend, or tried to go to Poland, and he could not, or she could not get that visa. She's talking about herself. She's the one who was denied the visa, because why pass through Spain? Why? So this is just talking about herself and trying to talk about how strict Poland is, because you know there are things which she cannot talk about online, because you know she doesn't have content, so she brings so many things in it, but she has to be careful still talking about the migration process, so all these things to do with visas, all this. She has to be careful. She's not permanent yet there. She just got married. She was rushing. That's why she ran very fast to meet this man. According to her, she wanted to travel to visit other countries in Europe, but because of this man, Peter, she had to go direct, but not went direct. She went through Spain, Madrid, those sides. So let's continue, because the conversation is going on, and we are going to see how they are going to engage each other here, because you know with her, she knows everything, but whatever she's saying is just things which she knows by herself, because she doesn't do her research at all. She does not.
Flexing, I know the countries exist.
Yeah. And his favorite?
You ruined it.
Okay, baby, go ahead.
I will go and I will cry in the corner.
You go cry in the corner. His favorite country is Croatia. This one. He loves Croatia so much, you know. Followed by France, Paris is his second favorite city.
I wonder if you have a Croatian viewer.
Yeah? Anybody watching from Croatia? Because he loves Croatia so much, you know. Wow. He has been to Netherlands, he has been to Croatia, he has been to where else in Europe? EU.
In 1 week, I'm going first time outside.
Don't say, baby. You're spoiling
Why?
everything.
But I won't say where.
Don't say whatever is in plan.
I didn't travel much in my life.
Don't say what we are planning.
I don't like traveling.
But now, because of me, you have to love it. Tak?
Yeah.
Because of me, you have to love it. Tak.
Tak.
Tak. Tak is yes. Because honestly,
Maybe I like it more now.
now you like it more. You always
like
taking
the-
flights.
Now you can see. You see how this girl is forcing things. He's pushing Peter. He's gagging Peter. Now, because of me, you are going to love traveling. Say yes. Say yes, you are going to love the traveling now. Say yes. Say yes. The same things which he did to JB was just like this, forcing JB. Start traveling with me. Resign from your work. I will take care of your family members. After that now, the brother and her, they are saying, oh, she was in an abusive relationship, oh, she was babysitting the man. Facts like this. Even this one, you are babysitting him. Why would you gag someone? Let Peter be himself. Let him just talk about himself, not forcing him to do things which you do or things which you love. Now, because of me, now you are going to love it. Dee Mwango, when will you learn? When will you learn? Let people be. Let people do the things they can do. If he loves, he will love. But don't tell him on camera, now you will love because of me, right? Tell them. Say yes, say yes. And Peter is just playing this husband role because you look at him, he's off. He's tired. Even this kissing now, pecking, he's just forcing this thing. They are not coming automatically. When you want to silence her, when the lady has talked for long without even stopping, you will see Peter now silencing her with a kiss. Otherwise, all these other times, there's no kiss at all.
Traveled.
Yeah, we traveled together. But you know what? You, like from the moment we met, you taking that step of coming from Poland all the way to Kenya. You know, that's, because at the same time, yeah, I know you have to balance out something, but you coming over to Kenya for like a whole month and be there, just having a good time, getting to, just live life, that gave me like a good insight that we could travel a lot together. And immediately I came here, we went to 2 countries. So we're doing good. And now he wanna travel even more than me. So yeah, that's good. Sometimes you could not be like at par in everything, but as you live together, as you coexist,
The thing is,
you get to adapt to what the other person loves more.
Talk now, Peter.
for me, like I don't like when somebody is flexing because they are traveling. Like traveling itself is some like noble thing to do, or is something to do, because many people travel. Like I heard these people, they brag about, I've been to Bali, I've been to Costa Rica, blah blah blah, and they went like all inclusive 3 days. They know nothing about the country, they spoke to nobody, they've seen no local transportation. Like
Those ones should not flex
That's
their
why-
way to these countries, yeah?
exactly, yeah.
And what about a person like me? I can proudly flex of travel because I've been to other countries
Yeah.
over 1 year.
Let
Meeting
Peter
locals,
finish.
checking deep villages, ghettos, markets, everything. For him, he doesn't like the idea. You travel and you book 3 days all-inclusive resort and you just stay there. You don't move. You don't go anywhere. That to me is not traveling.
Exactly. So I'm a
I
little
agree
bit
with you.
allergic to this word of travel. I'm a traveler.
But those
Are
ones, they
you
cannot
really?
say like they're travelers. They can say maybe I'm a vacationer. Actually people travel in different ways. Not everybody
And
has.
It's okay, but
Mhm.
I don't like many things really. Do you agree? Many
I agree.
guys, many people think they are somehow different or better because they travel.
Yes.
Like I met it so many times. Like
Yes.
for me, most of my life I didn't travel, and I told somebody, oh, I don't like traveling. Oh, I don't travel so much. And many people were like, really? Oh, I traveled everywhere. I'm like, the conversation shuts.
Thank you, Peter, for telling your wife to not think that the fact that she's traveling makes her different from other people. Because Peter was just reacting on her and telling her on her face that being a traveler does not make you better than other people. Because how many times this girl has been rubbing it on our faces here. You people who just sit in one place. Have you ever traveled? Have you ever boarded a plane? Have you ever left your country? All these things the man has been just hearing. So today he decided to tell her, and you heard her asking, like how about the people like me, because she's always afraid and on edge, and I think that's why she cuts Peter. When Peter wants to talk, she cuts him because she knows Peter is okay and is very observant. He knows everything. He might spill the beans because God is saying, you coming to Kenya, taking a plane to Kenya, now made me know that you can travel with me now, because that shows you are capable of traveling because you made it to Kenya. And before, she told us that this man has been traveling. Someone who has been traveling to different countries, you cannot say the fact now you came to Kenya now, give me assurance that you travel with me. So that shows this man has never traveled. The first travel or the first country where she's been is Kenya, where you bought the ticket for him. So it is not traveling which you can say traveling. But I'm happy Peter has said it, because you are always on people's neck, telling people, show us where you've gone. Show us your keke. When your brother bought the car, show us your car. Yours who is in the BMW is rotting in the garage. You are not using it. Imagine, and then she can open her mouth, because whenever she opens her mouth, and I think these are the things which are making the husband to feel sick. Imagine you are given this lady to stay with, this lady. You'll just return it. If this lady is packed in a bag, and then you forget your bag next to Peter's bag. Assume now Peter has packed her in the bag, then you are traveling with Peter. You forget your bag, you take Peter's bag. You even put that code. Hey, who knows Peter? Who knows Peter? Come and take your luggage. It's too heavy for me. Too heavy. And so that is Dee Mwango cutting the husband. Cannot let the husband finish a sentence, because she knows the husband will spill the beans, because she doesn't know much. We are just talking about her. In most cases, like this issue of people who are counting countries where they have traveled. Like her, she likes saying, I've traveled over 70 countries, including Kenya. When they are now counting the countries, she even included her country, Kenya. There are some countries which she's counting while she's on transit. Those also Peter talked about, because he's getting from her. He's been watching her. He's one of her subscribers, as I said in one of my videos. So he knows her very well, but he knows what he wants in her. Someone is paying for you everything. Someone is taking care of you. Who would not want that? Even if it were you, you would still want the goodies there, which comes with it. With this marriage, you have to take it. You have to take it. So that is Peter. And Peter today, Peter is on edge.
And they can say much more about
they
the places.
think like I'm closed-minded or whatever. I don't agree with that at all.
But also it depends. Some people who work a lot don't have time to travel. But for me, I can proudly call myself a traveler, because when I go somewhere, I explore. I go to villages. I go to the big city. I balance out. Actually, I love the countryside more than the big cities. And
you know what
let's be honest. In Europe, if you want to travel like real traveler, you'd rather go to Eastern Europe. These other countries like Western Europe, you want to yap to people don't have your time, It's very hard for somebody to let you in their yard, show you what they're up to. And like these other countries, let's say the
husband want to talk, she's not giving him time to talk. Talking about like me, because now she's comparing herself like me. when I travel, I go to the villages. I don't think going to the villages make you to be a good traveler or someone who can tell people that have traveled. Before you get into that country, do you sell those countries where you are traveling into? Do you sell them? You don't, because like now, no, when you go to a country like Poland now, you are in Poland, married in Poland, you've not even told people the cash crop. How do they get their money? What do they produce? You have to tell people the history of Poland. Do you tell people the history of Poland? So it is good when you are traveling, do your research. So when you are in that country, at least let people know the history of that country and what they produce, the source of income, what they do, what they have. You have to tell people the source of their source of income, the country where you are visiting, the history of that country. At least you sell that country, so that when someone watches your video and want to go to Poland, someone just click that video of Dee Mwango where Dee was in Poland and just check, these are the things which are, when I get to Poland, I will see these things. She rushed to the village just doing cooking videos. So I don't think that sells the country. That is not selling the country, because traveling, you should teach people. And that's why people sit down to watch you, not to watch you how to cook potatoes and eggs every day. I don't think that can make someone to visit Poland, because the reason of you traveling is like you want to market. That's why they are giving you even that visa of tourist visa, at least to come and tour, see their culture, go check their museums. What are in those museums? Not, oh, me, I don't like museums. You should show people things which are happening in the countries which you visit. I think that's how I see it, or I feel. You have your different.
Eastern Europe, you will have an experience of your life. A lot is happening, but these other countries, it's for flexing. I'm in Paris. You go to Eiffel Tower, take your nice picture, post on Instagram. People will know, oh, she's been to Paris. I've been to Monaco. Go there, take the picture, in these elite places that everybody knows this is Monaco, and just say, I've been to Monaco, because you can really do much, But try the Caribbean. You'll have the real gist. People want to sing. People want to know where you come from. They will invite you to their homes. They will show you what they're doing. They will even cook with you. Real life experience,
Two things. So I prefer explorer. Maybe it's a better word.
Yeah, explorer.
Yeah.
But to me, really, I wonder these people who just go and stay in a locked-in place. What do you mean?
That's traveler, but guy who leaves his place and goes somewhere. He doesn't know. He explores.
He explores.
I like this.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Another thing, there's very popular meme, and you have many US citizens watching you, so maybe you'll get the joke. There's this meme of Americans that they say, oh, I traveled to Europe. And what it means for them is Great Britain and Ibiza in Spain. And that's Europe for them, like. That's Europeans joke and meme. It's hard to get for you, but you always say, Americans, I traveled to Europe. And then they've been to London and Barcelona and maybe Rome. That's it. And for me, as a European, like also as you said, for me, anywhere in Eastern Europe is like real life.
Real life.
Whenever Dee visits a country, for instance, Jamaica, where she's been camping all this time, apart from cooking or dipping herself in the rivers or in the waterfalls, all that, she doesn't tell people the history of Jamaica. I've never watched a video where she's standing out and telling people what Jamaicans are all about, the country is all about, their history. She has never talked about the history. History is very important to sell out there. At least people should know, because I've watched her, and these Jamaicans, they are my people. Also, they should know that people know them. Like, for instance, Kenya. When you are coming to Kenya, if you are maybe a traveler from a different country, you'd want to know what is Kenya, what is all about Kenya, what do we find in Kenya, what are the cash crops in Kenya. you find such kind of thing. You just go and Google and tell people. But with her, it is just about going cooking and just showing cooking, buying pots, and dipping herself, showing bikini. Those are the things which she always show people. And then she comes here and says, I'm a traveler. A traveler should have knowledge of the country where, or the history of the country they are traveling in. It's good to have that history. You just do your research. So when you are starting, or when you are there, at least when someone watches your videos, at least they will know, okay, Poland has this and that. When I'm in Poland, I should expect this, this and that. Very important. But with her, it's cooking. Cooking, and greeting people. People are friendly. That is all she can say. People are friendly. Depends with where you are. And depends with the people. You cannot just maybe brand people like Kenyans are not friendly. No. Or Tanzanians are friendlier than Kenyans, or no. Depends with the person, or the people whom you've just met. You can just say maybe Kenyans. Let's give for instance, Kenyans. You can know the rate of people who are smoking in Kenya are not many, compared to people maybe Europe, Asia, and America. You can say like that. In Kenya, the smoking rate is down. Maybe the percentage of smokers are low. Those are the things you can even do research and see, because that is the truth of the matter. You cannot find, even maybe you go to a place where, a public place, you will not find many people smoking. But when you go to other countries, or maybe you watch other videos of different countries, you'll find some countries people smoke a lot. So these are the things also you can say. Or let's say the cities of Kenya. You go to Nairobi, people are very fast because the weather is also good. You find people who walk a lot when they are going to work. Unlike Mombasa, the coastal side, because the heat is too much, you find people don't walk long distance. So when you report, at least you can say the difference which we have in different towns which we have in Kenya. In this city, we have this and that. People behave like this in this city because of the weather. I think that one also, as a traveler, is good to report such kind of things. Yeah.
For me, I can say I've been to Europe because I've been to over 20 countries in Europe. Can I say I've been to Europe?
Yeah.
Exactly. Over 20. Actually, sooner or later, I will go to all European countries. Sooner or later. Once I'll be able to go there, I want to go to every country. I just want to go there. And then, without rush, I want to go there and observe, live in the countryside. One of the countries that I have so much interest in is Romania. Romania during summer is totally different. They have beautiful waterfalls, like the nature in Romania. I want to go deep in the villages. There are videos that I normally watch and they make me feel like I want to go to Romania. Thank God Romania has joined the EU, so that could be that could be easier to go. You know what I mean? Because when these countries are not like in this category, because once you have access for one country, you could go. Previously, I came to Europe, but I couldn't go to Romania because it wasn't EU.
You talk about Schengen, you don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, talk about Schengen. Yeah, I agree with you. Sorry, I made a mistake.
There are EU countries with no Schengen.
Yeah.
And there are non-EU countries with
Schengen.
Within
Schengen. Okay. So.
But many people confuse that.
Yeah.
That's another lie that they feed in the media, that EU means borderless traveling. No. Borderless traveling is the agreement that...
Actually?
Yeah.
Baby, they could say it's borderless traveling, but tell them what really happens when you are here.
So Dee, who has traveled in Europe, every now and then she's been traveling in Europe, but still she cannot differentiate the Schengen and EU. You see, she just moves, just yap, and goes. Now look at Peter. Peter is well informed, and I think his channel is going to do better because he knows the history of the countries which he's talking about. And I think that is the difference between him and Dee, because Dee just walk, she just go, she just move to countries. She doesn't do her research. And that's why you find like now when he sits, she just yaps, and she doesn't want people to question her. So if she knows she doesn't know much, I think there are topics which she is not supposed to bring because she might be humiliated, like this topic. If it were not for Peter, she would have just brushed it like that. She would have just brushed it like that and then moved to another, because she had no idea. But she just yaps, just counting countries which she has visited, over 70. Counting even Kenya. It's
You get immigration officers checking if you have the document. So you think it's borderless because they don't really stamp. They allow you. But there is a border. It's not really borderless. There is a border. You would find, yes, in the buses, in the trains, and they say, get out your traveling documents, your ID or your passport, even in buses.
Depending which country.
Depending.
Yeah, I think even now Germany made a border with Poland, but maybe not. But Poland to Germany, no border. Germany to France, no border. Netherlands to Belgium, no border. And
no,
so on.
You know what I'm saying?
But
there's no border, but there are people who check the documents.
No,
that's what I mean.
These countries, no.
They don't check?
No. But
at all?
Now Romania, yeah. Bulgaria, yeah. Croatia, yeah. Like, Switzerland, maybe yes. I don't know. I never did.
Okay, before when I came to Europe, I don't remember exactly which countries, but I remember multiple times the immigration officers could get in the train and they just say show, and they take like 2 seconds just to see.
Some of the things which Dee has been reporting to us, they are not true, because she doesn't do her research. Look, the husband is putting her on spot, at least trying to educate her and let her know some of the things which she's saying are not true. So all this time she's just been giving people wrong information, because she yaps, she doesn't do her research, just say things and then move, then move, and then finish with the people, the haters. The people don't hate you. We are just analyzing the videos which you are making out there. If it were not so, then do not post videos. So, but you look at now Peter, having Peter in her life sometimes is going to be helpful to her, because she will know things which she didn't know. Because all this time it is like she's just been reporting her things, her own things. Because all the time she's been telling us, oh, in Africa we should just behave like Europe, because with them they are just borderless. You see, all this thing of borderless, she's been talking about borderless every day. But now it is different here. It is not that borderless. It's like now going to Tanzania, you have to show your document. But borderless, as I understand it, when someone says borderless, that means you don't even need to show anything. You just board. If it is train, you just go without someone asking you, show me your ID, show me your visa, show me your passport. But if you are being asked, then I don't think it is that borderless. There are some measures which one has to take, or there are documents which one has to have. Always coming here to tell people, oh, we should just be like European, where they are just borderless. You just jump from bus to bus, train to train, without someone bothering you, without. So you see, thank you, Peter, for putting her on the spot.
You're lying. Which Europe? The flight ticket is $20. Okay.
Maybe tell them.
England, Poland.
Let's really European to tell you.
England, Germany. Germany, France. France, Spain. Spain, Italy. Italy, Switzerland. Switzerland, Austria. Italy, like everywhere. Except EU. Now that's the rigged system, which is very weird. Okay, Romania, Bulgaria, Bulgaria, Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, Croatia, Poland.
Yeah,
everywhere.
They don't trust me. At least you've heard from himself. You're telling me I'm lying? He's real.
Poland, Albania.
Real Muzungu. He has told you.
Greece.
You know, it's funny how
Turkey.
It's funny how they wouldn't believe what I'm saying. They want to hear you say it.
I could understand. Like, they are wrong, but I get it. They think you're like local Kenyan or whatever.
Yeah, they think I'm local Kenyan. Yes, I'm local Kenyan, but well exposed. The number of flights that I've caught in my life are uncountable.
Show me that. Okay, I'm showing you that.
But why you show them? Why can they go on the internet and check for themselves? Why show them? I wouldn't work so hard to prove this, because it's the truth. Why can they go and check?
No. You have to show people, because that is your evidence. You brought the issue up. So when people are challenging you, you need to show them. It's not that these people are gagging you or what. You brought the topic. When you bring the topic, you have to have evidence. So giving an evidence is not bad, because you see this girl, she doesn't like to be challenged. That is the character which she has. She always wants to get away with things which she does. The moment you ask any question or you corner her, no, she doesn't like that. So you brought this topic. You have to back it with evidence. That is how it is done. You don't just talk and then you go just like that. She's used to that. And that's why she becomes hungry when she's confronted. Give us evidence of this. She cannot give because she's just talking but not ready with the answer. Because one thing which she has to understand, when she's sitting on her live stream, she should expect some tough questions on her live stream. It should not just be just a walk in the park just like that. No. She has to be ready with the topics which she's bringing. People will ask questions because she's dealing with different people who have gone through this, people who are traveling with those planes she's talking about, people who are crossing borders. So she should not just come just like that. She should understand, I'm talking to people who travel, I'm talking to people who come from those countries. So when I'm giving them, or when I'm in this topic, I have to give evidence so that I back my words.
That I love about, I don't know, but I think it's in general EU countries, or let's say, yeah, in that category. You could be living in the countryside, but the roads are amazingly good. You know, to him, he won't relate to what I'm saying, because from where I'm coming from, it's totally a different story. Here, they will not even relate, because to them, they've been born seeing these roads and everything. But me, coming from where people...
Listen to Peter. Peter wants to say something, and you are now just interrupting. You don't want to give him time because you think you know Europe more than him. You are talking about them, they grew up and found those roads like that. He's telling you no. So at least you should stop, pause for him to explain. Don't yap, you don't know. You just went, you are passing. Always you go and you pass. You don't know the history. So when you hear him saying no, ask him, tell us, how was it? But you're just, because you think you know everything. This is the problem with this girl. She thinks she knows everything. Even sitting with someone who is from that country, she cannot give that man time to explain.
Like, having this road here and we live in the countryside, to me, I'm like, oh my God, you know? And also they have all these big shopping places. You could find all these shopping places, let's say for clothes, all these common shopping places, they are around you. H&M, Zara, Mango, name them, like all Sephora's, you just name them. You like huge massive cafes, you go in and you find everything. You know, you would find recreational areas that are really good, like you can easily get a sauna or swim in a heated pool. Like, I always feel like, these people really love themselves. Then I kind of feel like, we black people, do we really love ourselves? I don't know, but they make their lives more convenient. Like, anything you want is just...
I said in the beginning, I said like, even us, anything you want, even in the village, you get it. Depends with what you want. When did you go to sauna? You who has everything next. When did you go to sauna last? So they can be there, but nobody uses them. So like now the shops which she's trying to talk about, we have shops even in the village. Depends with what one want to buy. Because if you are Rome, you'll do what Romans are doing. If you are back home, you are staying in the village, the type of clothes which people wear, you find even Dorina making them. Are they not next to the people around there? The African attire. Those are the clothes which people in the village they wear. They are just close to them there. Whatever you want, you just find it there. The roads are just okay there. No one is complaining because what? So this one is so much into material things. That is not, material things does not make life to be better. Okay, you are talking about road, the things that is Europe. And we are very, very far. The gap is big. No comparison. You should not even start comparing because there's no day. There's no day we will be at par. That is a fact. There's no day we will be at par. because when technology is coming, start from there and then comes here. Hmm? And then they are not maybe waiting for us to catch up with them. You know, if maybe they were waiting for us, then we can catch up with them. So they are on the move, we are on the move. So it's only to be contented with what you have and where you come from, and appreciate what God gave you, because we are not same, we are different. But this one, the fact that she's in Europe, she loves Europe, she loves Europe, she loves Europe. The things which she loves in Europe is roads and what, in where I come from, there are no roads. There are no roads really heading to border town. Huh? There are no roads. Even tarmac roads are roads. Even Maram roads are roads. So long as you can reach your home, I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference. Me, I just feel good. I'm very contented with what I have. When I watch even the videos from abroad, I don't see that much difference. I don't see that difference. Apart from the color of skin, I don't see. Food is food. I don't see any difference, because we eat good food here. We have organic food. I think food should be important. Leave alone the clothes which people wear. Food should be important. And the life, the environment, the weather, those are the best things ever which we have. And you find someone sitting in Europe in a seat all the time talking about how Europe is better than Africa, how America is better than Africa, Asia is better than Africa. Africa is the least to her.
Also, another thing that really amazes me is you live in the countryside, but you would find all the services you need, let's say in terms of governmental services, let's say immigration, let's say you want to do something to do with, you know, in that category, you don't go far. You know, for us, you have to go to major cities. Let's say you go to Kisumu, or you go to Nairobi, or you go to here in your village, literally within the locality. You don't need to travel far. You get the immigration offices, you get to do anything you feel like. Easy. That one to me is such a plus. For us, we have to funga safari from all the way from Nyabohanse to Nairobi, to the capital, or because that's even closer, or to Kisumu, or, you know, for you to get these services. But for them, in the village, you have immigration, you have housing offices, you have all this, everything. You don't go far. To me, that I'm like, wow, what a plus. And it really makes sense. I wish our own countries could emulate this about them. You don't need to go far. Just next door. Go do everything that you need and you're done. You don't need to travel from here to Warsaw to do some immigration services. No.
Peter talk, because Peter wants to talk. But this lady has switched on. You know, when she's on, it's very hard for her to stop. Peter, give her a kiss so that you can start. Because without you giving her a kiss to stop her, she will not stop. Because she knows everything. She yap. My goodness. Me, I will keep on repeating. I've never seen such a person in my life. I've never come across a lady or a human being. And she said that Peter talks more than her. You are lying. He can talk, yes. I know he can talk. Even me, I talk. Each one of us, we talk out here. We talk. But there's no one who can talk more than you. You are lying. You cannot. You? Someone talking more than you? How? How? Maybe David Jr. or Mura says so because you are the same.
Or what do you guys think? Let me know. But that's really good. For example, for us, after we got married, you know, because now I had to be here. We didn't go far for immigration services, just next door, you know? Less than 30 minutes drive. Less than. And boom, we're in the immigration offices. So nice of them. So good. Less hectic. Serving people properly. So as much as no country is perfect, but to them I think they are really steps ahead than us.
To you it's a plus, to me it's a minus.
Amen.
Why?
See, that's you live from another country, it's different, you think it's better. To me it's worse.
Of course.
You think it could be good traveling from here to the capital for immigration services?
You know why? We have 4 million office workers in this country.
4 million.
4 million. And these people are parasites. Like 98% of them are parasites. Like imagine guys, in here we have unemployment rate is near zero. I don't know. Maybe it's 1%, not even like 0 point something unemployment. Imagine throughout the country, in like even in a small town that we have near us, there is huge like 4-story building only for finding jobs for the people. Meanwhile, everybody has a job, but there is 3 or 4 stories building with elevator, and it employs maybe 1,000 people or something. Imagine now in every small town in Poland, there is this office. And it's just one example. There's so many more examples.
But guys, this is just to show
sickening.
you. Sorry.
Sickening because they take our money, basically, you know. We
Yeah.
work every day and they just get the money for like sitting there for nothing.
Exactly.
Back home.
Exactly. That is what I said in the beginning, because she doesn't understand. Like I told you, after the new constitution, the posts which were created, taking a lot of money, posts which are doing nothing. Like now, you cannot tell me in same constituency, you have the MP, you have the MCA, you have the women rep, you have the governor. You can imagine. That one takes a lot of money from the citizens. So this one doesn't know. It's not good for people to be employed many like that in one office. So they take all the money which you have. You get money from your YouTube or whatever, they take it all because tax becomes high, because there are so many people who are supposed to be paid. Because these people whom you are saying are employed, or you would want the government to employ all of them, they have to be paid. And where is money coming from? Money is coming from the people. So you work, you are deducted at the end of the month, you have nothing, because all your money goes to the salaries of these people. You can imagine. This is how one should understand things. Despite us not having maybe many workers, you look at maybe the business, how business is done. You might find in such areas, a country where like 99% are employed, businesses are also not booming there, because everybody is in the office. Everybody is in the office. So you will not find many people doing business. And you know business, how business can make people rich. So you find people who are in the office. You cannot tell me many people who are working in the office can be rich. I've never heard someone who is working in the office who says, me, I'm a rich person. It is just a circle. You get your salary, you pay bills, you go back. It is just like that, like that, like that. So that is what Peter is trying to tell you. But with her, she likes it because whatever she wants, she gets it there. Getting it there means you have to also to cough. You have your pocket also has to make it easier like that. It is your pocket which is making it easier like that. So it is not just easy like that, because it comes with a lot of load. You have to pay dearly during that. You have to pay dearly for those people who are making work to be easy for you. You can't travel far. You get them just here. It's like you sitting in your home and ordering food to be delivered to you. That shows even the person who is bringing the food will charge you. So there are so many charges. Okay, you'll have the services, but also you'll have to pay dearly. That is it.
Kinda a studio, even a studio is big. Like just the bed and the sink and where to, you know the bathroom, let me say that, and the bed, very expensive. Over $100 plus a night, just for very, very small space.
But if you're a Singapore citizen,
it's different.
Now you are well off.
Oh, now you're well off. Okay.
You are well off. It's
Yeah.
kind of like national country. Like now it's not about all the no borders and stuff. You know what I mean?
But it's an incredible country. Good, safe, clean, organized, everything good. I've been to Singapore. Very nice.
It's a miraculous country. In the
wanna
60s,
you
they
wanna
were
visit?
falling the ground.
Exactly, and just a short period
And
of
guess
time,
what?
they are top class.
No officers helping
Sorry.
to find a job.
Yeah, because they have this.
They were just free.
The wife now asking the husband, do you want to travel to Singapore? Because she's the one who is preparing for everything. She paid for the bill, so she has to know, would you love to travel to Singapore? Peter, would you love to travel to Singapore? Why not? Because now you are starting to be a traveler. She should not ask you. She should just pay. And just tell her, I want to go to this country. Pay. Let's go. So it's not a matter of do you want. Yes, you want. You want like yesterday.
Dubai could be another example, but now you're gonna say, oh, Africans work or Europeans work there for $100.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Dubai like citizens,
Yeah.
it's a miraculous country.
Yeah.
Why? Freedom. You can just do everything. And good law, like when you do something wrong, you go 10 years in prison.
Wow.
So yeah.
But then every country has a way of balancing
By the
out
way.
things. Oh, by the way, thank you so much, Real Change, for $20 US. Great discussion. Great discussion, in-law Peter. I love how you're opening up, getting comfortable with the team.
I'm not opening up, by the way.
Is the
I'm
truth?
very opened up. If I would start, you would have not stopped me, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
I can talk, but what I'm doing is it's her channel. I'm not gonna like over talk and everything.
Exactly. Guys, I'm so happy that I have a husband who can talk more than me. That's incredible.
You are lying. No one can
I
talk
love
more
that
than
about
you.
you, actually, you know. Christopher General, thank you so much. Joan Wilson, Janet Harris, Real Change, Candy Love, Donette Raid, you know, all of you guys. Jen Joroge, you know, Robert, Anna, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, GBs. Thank you, Anna, Britton Gelson. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much, Tim D. 562 people watching. Please hit that like button. Okay, yeah, we're just having a conversation and all that. But again, what I would say is every country is different, you know? Like our country, things are so different. More so when you know somebody who knows somebody, if you have connections, life is better. Here, there's nothing like connections. Like even for you to get something is per merit. You know, like here, the law is so straight. There's nothing like, you know, from where I come from, can you get $100 and do this for me? No. Here, it's per your merit. Really, there's nothing like in between. That's one thing that I really, really appreciate, you know. For me, that is something so good. And people here, like, I don't know, they're just so much used to following the laws, like, so strictly. Very nice. To me, it's amazing, you know. Like, for example, on the road, you know where I come from? You who is crossing the road, he said, Nyavono, it's enough.
This Mrs. Petro comparing her country with Poland. Peter, you did good marrying this lady. To remove her from a country which she despised the most. There's nothing good which can come from where she's coming from. Everything which comes from Kenya is bad, ugly to her, smelling to her. Imagine everything which Kenya has smells to her. She doesn't like anything to do with Kenya. Poland is everything to her now. Everything she has to do comparison. She has to do comparison. She doesn't understand. We are not in the same level with those people. Understand? We are in the third world. I don't know, fifth. So why do you compare where there's no comparison? Why? You should compare Poland maybe with German. Those are the countries you can compare. Do not compare Poland with Kenya. Compare Poland and German, Switzerland, Norway. Those are the countries you should compare Poland with. Do not compare Kenya. Compare Kenya with Tanzania, Uganda, all these African countries. But you are jumping, you want to put Kenya like in 100 meters. Do you know what you are doing, or you just want to make your video to be long, or you want to make your husband to be happy? The fact now you are praising where he's coming from. Even him, he knows. You cannot compare Kenya with Europe. What is wrong with you?
It depends, but here they follow the rules so much. I was saying, for example, back home when you're crossing as a pedestrian, you have to watch the car. that is coming to make sure you're safe. But here, people will just stop. But again, the people, they don't just look at, is there a car coming? They just blindly close. So if they don't see, because you have to follow the law, they don't need to look.
So it's
as long as
here or there?
I don't know where it's better, but me, I like it here.
Yeah, see, that's the thing of...
Because they will just stop for me to pass while crossing.
Now listen
For
to
example,
this.
in Nairobi, I have to raise my hand to make sure the person sees me
And
so that I
better.
cross.
And
Because
it's
I'm so
better.
cautious.
And it's
Because
better.
I know it's me who will lose at the end of the day. But here, they just cross the road without, okay.
Very loud.
Without, they will just cross.
Can I counter argument?
Wait, baby, wait. Wait till I finish what I'm saying. Can you wait?
Talking about now where she is in Poland, people don't even look at the road, they just walk. And where she comes from, you have to look at the cars. Pedestrians have to look here and there. So where is the best place? I think in Kenya, because it's good to look at what is coming. You can be knocked down. Does not mean when those people are walking, when they don't look for the cars which are coming, they cannot be knocked. They can be knocked. According to Peter, they have been knocked. The rate has gone up. The rate is high because in their mind they think the cars are seeing them and they are on their right side of the road, or maybe it is their right just to walk like that. So to remove that mentality is not easy for them. That makes them lose their lives. Unlike Kenyans, or where she's coming from, where you take care of yourself. It's good to be like that. Take care of yourself. You don't take care of yourself, too bad. So the man wants to talk. She's always there, not letting him talk, interrupting him all the time. They talked about so many things, and Peter really disagreed with her in many things. And I think this is how it should be, because she's been getting away with so many things. She does not believe the husband can say different things from what she believes in, because Peter cannot just be a yes person, and there's so much which he knows which this lady does not understand or does not know. He's putting some sense in her, trying to explain to her the things which you think are good here are not good as you see them. With her, she's seeing them, they are good because she has not stayed there. Now you're going to stay there, you'll start now praising where you've come from. Wait until you stay there. You'll start praising where you come from. When you are in Kenya, you think maybe Europe is better. And when you are in Europe, you think like Kenya is better. So in the world, there's no good place in the world. And there's no peace in the world. You see those roads, you see those beautiful houses. Who tells you when you have good roads, if you don't have a car, what will you do with the roads? You have beautiful houses. If you don't have peace, will you enjoy those houses? So sometimes it is not about the things which one sees. Happiness, it is you who brings happiness to yourself. I think that is the most important thing, to be happy with the person whom you are spending the rest of your life with, to be happy with your family, to be in good books with your Lord. I think that those are the best things. Leave alone these earthly things. This one, they come and go. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being my loyal subscribers. God bless you. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, share, and shower me with likes. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye bye. See you again in my next video. Bye.